It's a nice day. Lisa,
Beautiful day.
how are you?
Good, thank you.
So what are we doing?
So today starts day one of our racing at the Azorean Maritime Heritage Society International Regatta. And today starts with our rowing. So the women's team will be rowing first, 3 heats, and then after the women will be the men's team.
Sounds good. That means time to get some photos.
That's right.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye.
All right, there's a lot of action going on down there, so let's get down there.
Você já não aguentando com essa água, a gente leva essa água. Calor, está abafado.
Yeah, I always like to get a little bit early because rowing, the actual event, is only half the story. There's always great shots to be made here. So yeah, a little bit early is always good. Yeah, trying to get some good shots, but being on a boat, rocking and rolling, it's not like it's crazy seas or anything, but there is quite a bit of chop. So when you're talking about, in my case, I'm doing a 300 millimeter with a 1.4x multiplier. There's a lot of deflection, so it's hard to stand up and try to get a good shot. Trying to keep the shutter speed high. But I got my friend here, Donald. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
So, Donald, man, like you organize this thing?
Well, I'm the president, yeah, so I organized, actually, my vice president, Larry Harrington, is actually the official organizer, but being the president, everything kind of falls a little bit on me, too.
So this happens about every couple of years?
So every year and a half, so we basically skip a year, go to the Azores and skip a year, but because of COVID, we ended up skipping it. So last year we had a regatta there, and this year we had a regatta here. So back to back to make up for the regattas that we missed during COVID. But starting going forward will be every other year. So we'll have the regatta here, we'll skip, and then the next regatta will be in the Azores, and we'll skip a year, and the regatta after that will be here.
Tell me about these boats. What kind of boats are these?
So these are Azorean whaleboats, and basically what it is when the Americans used to stop in the Azores to pick up crew, they would have boats on board the big sailing ships. And the Azoreans said, wait a minute, if they're coming here to catch whales, why don't we catch whales? So they duplicated their boats. They made them a little longer. So they're about 4 feet longer, and they added one extra rowway to it. And they basically are just a copy of the Yankee boat, except longer, and there's no center board because they would pull them up on a ramp after then they use them. So there's only like 63 of these boats in the world. We have 3 here, and about 57, 58 of them are in the Azores. There's a couple in museums here and there, and but as far as actively sailing, The only place they actively sail them is in the Azores and in New Bedford.
How many rowers?
There's 6 rowers and one, a coxswain for the official on board, and that's sailing and rowing. It's the same crew.
So yeah, so you always meet cool people. And look, on the boat I have 2 mayors from 2 different cities of 2 different islands. Now, if you guys don't know about the Azores, it's a set of islands in the middle of the Atlantic, and they're part of Portugal. They have a long history, a maritime history, and I have 2 mayors from 2 different
cities, yes.
So why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Carlos Ferreira, the mayor of Horta in Faial Island, in the archipel of the Azores, Portugal.
Hello, I'm Ana Brum, and I'm from Pico, and the mayor of Pico.
So, is this your first time coming to New Bedford?
No, my second time.
It's my 3rd time coming to New Bedford.
And you enjoying yourself? Obviously, I mean, you're on a boat, so you're pretty comfortable, right?
It's a perfect place and perfect weather, perfect people, very, very friendly people, and we are enjoying.
Yes, we are loving it, and as you said, on the sea we feel quite comfortable, because in the Azores it's our normal day to go to the sea.
So yeah, it's always great. I've only been to the Azores once, and it was the larger of the islands, St. Michael. So it's always cool to grow relationships as a journalist, because you never know. I mean, I could end up in Pico or Faial one day, and then I'll know who to give them a buzz. If you know the mayor, they know everything. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope you guys have a great time in New Bedford.
Thank you.
Taking photos, but there's a limit to how much you can actually do, because, well, first of all, you're in the water and you're on a boat and it's really rocky, so you try to just get a couple of details that put the whole thing into context. In my case, I'm not here to photograph the winners per se. I'm here to just photograph the endeavor. So these guys insisted on rowing back. I say just get towed by the boat.